What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pete's Carport, and I want to thank all you new subscribers because this channel has rapidly grown in the last few weeks, and a lot of it is due to this car over here, my 1995 S500. So if you're new to this channel by watching this video, I want you to know that we're doing lots of videos on this VIP build. So we've got a lot of things coming. I've got my SC300 we call Frank out over there, and that is going to be our drift build, and those are kind of the priorities on the channel. Now, if you guys didn't get a chance to watch the video when I went down and picked up the cheapest Range Rover HSC I could find in the entire nation and happened to be in my area in Tampa, I paid $2,500 for it. A lot of you guys thought I didn't pay $2,500 for it. Ironically, when I was cleaning it out to trade it off to somebody, I found this receipt that I'm going to put on the screen now so you guys can see I picked it up for $2,500 from a local dealership. But as some of you guys had filled me in, that most likely did not have 120,000 miles on it when I picked it up, and you could have been right. I put about 5,000, maybe 6,000 miles on it, and I started to get a tick, and I'm going to basically clip that in here. Crazy train ticking noise. And I think I know what the problem is, and we're going to try out something very inexpensive to fix this. Now, fill you in real quick. The car sat for a little bit because I started driving a different vehicle. The car does leak a little bit of oil. I think it got a little bit low, but I filled it up before taking off. And it was making this noise when I started it up this morning. And if you guys aren't aware, this has a lot of other issues. So basically, when that tick began, it was very light, but I got very concerned because I thought maybe it was something to do with a valve. And then the next day, it got really bad. So I brought it over to my mechanic, and we kind of came to the conclusion that it was a timing chain. And when I went to take it home from his shop, well, basically down the road from there, I took it back to my shop. It wouldn't really ride. It was riding on like maybe 2 cylinders. Codes were going crazy. I did a scan on it and got misfires, injectors not working, all sorts of things. So I put it out on the road, listed it for really cheap, and was willing to kind of take whatever I could get just to get it off my plate. And somebody offered me this 2001 GMC Sierra Z71 fully running truck. It has cold AC. I don't see any rust anywhere. Yes, it is beat up, but a lot of this stuff we can fix up, and this is going to be a truck for hauling. So the main reason we got that Range Rover was to have a stylish hauler. I didn't plan on daily driving it, and then things changed while I was working on other cars. And fortunately for me, I had this deal come up. So basically, I'm going to give you guys a walk around of this. We're going to change the oil out. I'm going to show you guys the interior. And then you guys that are truck people can fill me on anything I need to do, some of the issues that I'm having, because I'm new to this truck. I don't know anything about these except that I've got a 5.3 liter Vortec engine, which I found online is a very reliable motor. And some of the main common things that go wrong with this, I have a couple of them, but other main ones I do not have, which is great news. And that big one is rust. I just got up under the car getting ready to change the oil, and that is a very clean underside. The skid plate, everything's in place. So let's go ahead. I'll do a full walk around. I'm going to get this thing cleaned up a little bit, and we're going to change the oil out. So stay tuned. Okay, so before I get into cleaning, I have not touched this inside. I'm just going to give a quick walk around for you guys so you can kind of see the condition of this car. Not too bad. These seats have that normal bolster wear here, and I think what I can do is fill this with some foam padding, stitch this up, maybe throw a seat cover on at least the base part of this. Other than that, it seems like one of those trucks where it was mainly driven by a driver, used on work sites. I mean, the ground is covered in mud and dirt, which is very common. The four-wheel drive doesn't seem to even be intact anymore. I'm okay with that. I'm not looking to use the four-wheel drive. I just pulled this out apart because I was having issues with the key not turning, which I found by doing my research is a very common issue. If I jiggle the key, it starts right up. The cool thing was this was not a chip key, so I was able to get a new key made for $4. That is what I am loving about this truck is If something goes wrong, it's very inexpensive. I blow a motor, I can drop a new motor in. As transmission goes, I can get a new transmission. The Range Rover was an electrical nightmare. It was a dream car of mine, but I did make the mistake of just jumping into one, hoping and wishing that it would be a good long-term hauler for me, so I would be able to bring my car to the track and stuff. You can see whoever had it before me used it on work sites. There's tons of beer inside here, so we'll be cleaning all that out, but it's got a nice truck bed liner. So next thing on the agenda that is a common issue that I found online is this not working. Now I can see here it's got the clips. I was able to hook the other side up. I think that one had fallen. Yep, there it is right there. I'm not sure if there's a quick, easy fix to that. Once again, mention down in the comments if you know how to fix that. If I haven't gotten to it, you guys can really help me out with that. The other thing is it's got this awesome heavy-duty tow bar here, which I'm very excited about because that's the main reason we got this truck. Also, it's got these Ironman all-country tires that have a ton of life left in them. So I was very excited about that because I had just put new tires on the Range Rover. This is obviously, as I showed from the other side, the crew cab with the suicide door, if you want to call it, opening, which I actually like. I like the way that that opens. I would prefer a crew cab if, you know, this is going to be a family type vehicle. But I will be able to bring my dogs in here and take them down to the park, throw bikes in the back and stuff like that for the weekend, so that is going to be good. So let's just get a quick walk around of the body. As you guys can see here, this fender's nice. This door is missing the chrome piece, but still not banged up. As we come down here, this truck bed got some spray paint on it, and there's a dent there. But I did buy a dent puller, and I'm very excited about it's going to be one of those test and review type things. So we'll be able to test it on some of these dents that I feel like this one could easily come out. It looks like the type of dent you can pull. On this side here, we're dealing with the same issue along here. And this is just most common for trucks that are on work sites where people just bang them around. They're not too concerned with the truck after they've already done some initial damage. And you can see here, this is the worst of it. So we may be replacing this entire fender if I can find one at a yard or online, because it's probably not too expensive. And then, for you guys that love the truck bed liner video, I did it on a Honda Civic. It was one of my most popular videos ever. I have some ideas of doing the Rust-Oleum truck bed liner on here, but changing the color, mixing in probably some white to get us a similar color to the truck as it sits. And then we can order in new Z71 stickers, take the badges off, put the badges back on, and make this look like an off-roading beast. Maybe we can throw some light bars on it, maybe something in the rear. I don't know, but we'll be doing quite a few things on this truck. So let's go ahead. I'm going to basically get the oil changed, and then we'll do a full cleanup, and I'll do another walk around. And you guys that know about this truck, please fill me in on what I should do, what I should look for, and anything you might have seen in the video of concern or anything that you would like to see on this truck. One other thing, we are doing an exhaust on this. I did the Thrush glass pack on the Navigator. That sounded absolutely insane. Back then I had a, I'm using a phone now, but I had a very low-grade phone I was recording on, so sound quality was not that great. I'm hoping to catch some really good sound clips because I know this truck will sound absolutely amazing with just a glass pack muffler. So we'll be doing that to wake up the engine in this, that 5.3 liter. But stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and clean down the truck, get the oil changed, and then we'll do another quick walk around. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the underside of this so you guys can take a look. It looks to me like it's in amazing condition, just some very light surface rust throughout. I love this heavy duty skid plate that's here. As we come along, if you're doing an oil change like me, you're going to see right here easy access to the oil filter. Drain plug is going to be right on this end right here. So you've got your oil drain plug. Oil filter, yeah, we've got some oil on here, but nothing super to be concerned about. It looks like a lot of this might just be pan gaskets. If you look up in here, you can see. So I'm not too concerned. If it's not going to lose too much oil, it won't be a daily driver. And if you look down, everything looks nice and clean on the frame down there. So that's the quick walkthrough. As I said earlier, that glass pack muffler is going to go in. You can see that massive muffler down there, so we'll be cutting that out and filling it in with a glass pack muffler. All right, so let me go ahead and get this oil changed out now that you guys know where the oil filter and the oil drain plug is. I'm probably using similar oil filter to that. We're using a pure relator, the premium one that they have, and then we'll be using Mobil 1 synthetic oil in here, 5W30. Okay guys, so after doing a deep vacuuming, taking apart the panels and so forth on a car like this, I go ahead and I grab some boiling water, well just off boil, and did half that, half this Purple Power concentrate. I have this drill brush here that I ordered, basically linked it off of another cleaning video that I watched. I think it's Stauffer's Garage. I'll link his stuff down below. Awesome videos on cleaning vehicles. And I've got 2 drills because these things do die, and I like to have 2 of them available, so I got one fully charged and one that I've been using. And basically this is a Harbor Freight chemical sprayer, and I like to use that because Stauffer's Garage kind of turned me on to that. It allows you to saturate the carpet. And then I have this extractor here. This is my wife's old house extractor. We broke this bottom part, but the great thing is this brush part still works. She ended up picking up a new one, so I use this one now to clean out really nasty, dirty cars like this. Let's get started. I'll fill you guys in on some of the clips of the cleaning. Okay, just so you guys can see how well this drill brush and this combination of degreaser and hot water works, I'm going to take this centerpiece here, soak it down with our solution. Then we're going to take the drill brush and we're going to agitate the surface, creating that nasty, mucky water. But what that is all the dirt and grime that has embedded itself into the material. After that, I'm just going to take a cloth and wipe it down, or you can use the extractor at this point. Makes it look terrible. There you go. Perfect. All right, guys. So I'm going to call it a day. This is how it came out. And from the beginning, I said I was only planning on doing a basically walkthrough clean, and then decided to kind of show you guys how you can take a nasty work truck, clean it down in about 2 hours, and at least get it smelling good and presentable. This is still going to be a work style truck. Now, I did not do the outside because it's about to rain, and I decided that I wanted to launch this video and go quickly through what we did. So we used a simple shop vac. Then we used that Purple Power. You can use Simple Green. That's my favorite product. I just happen to have that gallon of Purple Power. You want to basically use one of those soakers if you can. Fill it with, I use boiling water basically. Half that Purple Power. Sprayed everything down. Use that drill brush to basically bring up the surface dirt and to basically get deep down in. And then I used a extractor, shampooer, to suck up. Now, I only did about 1 to 2 passes depending on the area, and if I would have done, you know, 3-4 passes, this truck would look phenomenal, and I probably would have gotten everything out of it. But I'm very, very satisfied, considering this was just a quick clean down, just to show you the potential of this truck and show you guys that it's not in that bad a shape. And you can come across these work trucks at a very good price, because people sometimes just never clean them, and just some elbow grease can get these things looking and smelling good. Outside of that, I plan on fixing that carpet over, I mean, not the carpet, the seat over here, as I showed you guys in the beginning. I hope to do it on this video, but I'm gonna go down now and get some of the padding, stuff it, and then stitch it up, and I'll show you guys that on a future video. Also going to be getting rubber floor mats. I was hoping to have those in, and but I can show you guys that in future videos. Outside that, we're just going to be doing the normal wear and tear fixes on this car. Hope you guys enjoyed this video on the new car for the channel. And the Range Rover is gone, and I think this is a much better replacement for trying to tow vehicles around to car shows, to events, and to the track. So have an awesome weekend, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and have a beer, watch some football. I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday and the rest of the week, and like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.